Hello everybody out there in TV land. So just start off, just give you a little update. Last night I did not videotape everything that I had done on my truck. Now I originally had a video up. It's 18 minutes long. Sorry for the length, guys. I went over kind of everything about purchasing the Cummins diesel that I got, the 24 valve, 2004 3500 Laramie dually. The thing is I got up underneath there. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I went ahead and I was like, I'm gonna drop the drive shaft and I'm gonna change the carrier bearing on my own. It was a tough job. Okay, so for me at least, because I'm not mechanically inclined, so I'm just kind of learning as I go. I'm gonna go over for this video. I'm gonna go over. It's kind of like part one. So I took everything off, and I'm going to then today put everything back on. That'll be in a separate video. It'll be part two. It'll come after. I'll do an overview after everything is finished, or I might do splices. I don't know. But I'm going to go over what I did yesterday. So I also bought this cool selfie stick that I'm going to be using so that I can, like, you know, extend people out and change the view and kind of be able to see underneath the truck and all that jazz. So as I'm fixing my selfie stick here, I can kind of show you what's going on. So there is the truck. As you can tell, it's right there. Everything's up front. Boom. And I got her up on some jack stands right now, or I've got it up on a jack right now. But I'm going to go behind here and I'm going to show you kind of what's going on. So if you can see right there, there is the drive shaft. Now as I move in closer, you can kind of see where I marked it. One of the things that I did before I started this entire project is I marked all the places where the drive shaft, the rear drive shaft, and the front drive shaft would be, and they're heavy. So I had to use ratchet straps last night to be able to actually lift them up and take care of them that way. But here on the back end, boom, see that underneath? Kind of be able to see underneath there. Yeah, there she is. So now we're gonna go underneath. So give me a second, and I gotta get a light. Didn't prepare this part very well. Handed any light. So first thing I did last night is I went ahead and took that bad boy off. So if you see right there, whoop, I'm shaking. Let's use my leg. So right there is the portion of the drive shaft. Now, that rear drive shaft, for me to get off it, I had to use a breaker bar. I actually bought the impact wrench and the compressor for that job, and I in turn had to actually go and get a breaker bar because in the end, I actually had to motocross it so that I could get it off. It was insane. And then you come up here, and this, right there is where the carrier bearing that holds the front and rear drive shaft where it inserts, that's where that's located. And then that's the transfer case. So, and that's where that piece goes. And that's why you want to mark it, because everything's balanced and you want to make sure not to unbalance it. So that took a total of probably, I started at 1 and it took until like 8. Well, actually, no, I started 1 in the afternoon. I take that back. I started about 5 in the afternoon, and it took me about 1 in the morning is how far it was. The reason that I didn't video last night is because, well, my wife's vehicle went down with the brakes because apparently something was messed up, and I had to go get it taken, and I'm not a brake guy, and I'm not about to try to play on that. So, but that's for part one, the overview. It's what I did. And let me show you this now that I can get out from underneath here. Ooh, man, head rush. Okay. Now, the trick, right, you're going to love this one, is, so I covered them in bags right here. So, let me see if I can actually establish this little selfie stick appropriately. Boom. All right. Now that you guys can see, I'm going to use both my hands. Woohoo. So This is the new carrier bearing. It's out of screen now. Cool. This is the new carrier bearing. Slides pretty good. Yep. Spins nice. The way that I got this on was I used my my fence post driver. I then took, because I don't have a I think somebody called it a press. I don't have a press. So then I took my post hole driver, which is right there, it's sitting right there. I put it on the piece of wood. I'll look and see if I actually got it on the screen. But I put it on the piece. I put that that on the piece of wood, which was flat, and then I took and put this piece right here and lined it up with the portion on the bearing itself with the post hole. Or not post hole, but the post driver. And then I picked everything up at once and I smashed it down. And so I leveled it, made sure it was good, and then I got it up too close to the drive shaft, and I actually had to take a hammer and a flathead screwdriver and press it down just a little bit so that it can freely, as you watch it, so it can freely spin. And we'll see, right? Like we'll see once I get everything on here this afternoon if it actually works well. But that is the update for part one of this whole experience. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of myself in the process here. But not to make the video too long. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of the content. If you're not, leave me a comment. If you want to subscribe, cool, subscribe. If you don't, cool, I'm cool with that too. But I'm going to try to diversify a little bit of the videos and stuff. This is kind of what's happening in life right now. So if you guys want to know something, hear something, reach out, be social. That's what social media is for. It's to be social and create a community. So why not be positive and reinforcing those kind of things and just being vulnerable, real, and raw. So have a great day. I'll try to get part 2 up at the end of this night. We will see if that happens, but fingers crossed.